Thank you. Please be seated.
A very good morning to our executive leadership team, senior leadership team, respected teachers, and fellow students. I'm Maede from 12F.
And I'm Ananya from 12A.
I'm Adam from 5B.
And I'm Ral from 6B.
We are truly delighted to welcome you to this year's leadership ceremony, a special occasion where our student leaders step into the spotlight and shine with purpose.
As symbols of pride and purpose, we now welcome the newly selected heads of houses, each holding their flag high, representing the values their houses stand for. The House of Courage in yellow stands for bravery and determination.
The House of Equity in red shows fairness and respect for all.
The House of Tolerance in blue represents understanding and unity.
The House of Wisdom in green reflects knowledge and growth.
Together, they shine as one, showing the true spirit of our school.
May I now request everyone to rise for the national anthem of the UAE.
Please remain standing as we now play the newly added GEMS anthem.
Steadfast as we journey.
Thank you. Please be seated.
As the head students of the four houses make their way up the stage, let us applaud their brilliance and dedication. May the values they represent continue to shine brightly, guiding their journey ahead and inspiring all of us to sparkle with excellence.
We will now have a recitation from the Holy Quran by Taha Kamran of year 13C.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إنما المؤمنون إخوة فأصلحوا بين أخويكم واتقوا الله لعلكم ترحمون يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا يسخر قوم من قوم عسى أن يكونوا خيرا منهم ولا نساء من نساء عسى أن يكن خيرا منهن ولا تلمزوا أنفسكم ولا تنابزوا بالألقاب بئس الاسم الفسوق بعد الإيمان ومن لم يتب فأولئك هم الظالمون يا أيها الذين آمنوا اجتنبوا كثيرا من الظن إن بعض الظن إثم ولا تجسسوا ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا أيحب أحدكم أن يأكل لحم أخيه ميتا فكرهتموه واتقوا الله إن الله تواب رحيم.
Before we proceed further, I would like to outline the safety protocols for today's event. Our premises are monitored by 24-hour CCTV surveillance. Please use only the restrooms assigned to students. In the unlikely event of a fire alarm, follow all instructions given by our staff. We have 3 emergency exits. Please familiarize yourselves with their locations and proceed to the nearest one if necessary. We kindly ask that you remain seated throughout the ceremony to allow a clear line of sight for everyone. Official photographs and videos will be made available after the event. We kindly request that you refrain from posting any images or videos from this event on social media. If you have any concerns, feel free to approach any staff member for assistance. By attending this event, you are granting consent for the school to photograph and share images on official school social media platforms. We appreciate your cooperation in ensuring everyone's safety.
A warm welcome to the Leadership Ceremony 2025-26, a celebration of brilliance where we honor our student leaders as the shining gems of TWS.
To quote Rumi, shine like the whole universe is yours. This thought guides us today, reminding us that leadership is not about dimming others, but about radiating light that inspires everyone around us.
At TWS, leadership is more than holding a position. It's about shining with values, serving with purpose, and inspiring others to discover their own greatness.
Just as every gemstone is unique, each leader brings their own sparkle, together forming a crown of courage, respect, and excellence for our school.
And today, as we begin this journey, let us remember, we all carry a light within us. When we shine together, we make our school and the world brighter.
The Westminster School has always been shaped by the dedication and vision of its student leaders. Their contributions, their spirit, and their legacy will forever be remembered in the story of TWS.
And today, for the very first time in the history of our school, we are honored to invite back our former head boy and head girl, Aish Abdul Latif and Amna Abdul Sattar. Their leadership has left a lasting impact, and their journey continues to inspire every student leader who follows.
This is a truly special moment as they return to the stage to share their wisdom and then pass the torch forward to this year's head boy and head girl.
A heartfelt good morning to our Executive Principal and CEO, Mr. Carl Roberts, Head of School and Deputy CEO, Dr. Vijay Kumari Satyan, the SLT members, parents, teachers, and my fellow student leaders. Standing here again as alumni of TWS and your ex-head boy and head girl, we both feel pride and nostalgia. During our Year 13 graduation, Mr. Carl said something that stayed with us. And I quote, "Once a Westminsterian, always a Westminsterian." And that is why, even though we have graduated, we will always call this our school. Because this place is not just a chapter in our lives. It is part of who we are.
Leadership for both of us was never about wearing just a badge. It was about leaving behind a legacy of service, innovation, and impact. During our time, we had the privilege of leading events such as TWS MUN, TEDx at TWS, and the Islamic Festival, as well as launching initiatives like the TWS Esports Program and Principals Award. We also contributed to school-wide exhibitions like the Innovate Summit, Organic Expo, and Physics Expo, along with many other projects. We are proud to have come this far. Sure, it was challenging and at times chaotic, but every effort was worth it, knowing it made a difference for our school and community. These weren't just projects, they were sparks that we hope will continue to grow brighter under the leadership of those who come after us. Because here's the truth, passing the torch is not about ending a journey. It's about ensuring the flame burns even stronger and brighter in the hands of our next leaders.
And today, we proudly pass that torch to two remarkable individuals, Kareem Al-Mubayed and Mary Naragas. You are not just inheriting responsibilities, you are inheriting a legacy. A legacy built by countless leaders before us, one that demands passion, commitment, and courage. We also extend our heartfelt congratulations to the heads of the Student Advisory Council, Abdul Qadir Zahlan and Adari Wahida. This achievement is nothing short of well-deserved. And to all the student leaders gathered in this room, please never take your badge for granted. If leadership is just a title to you, then your torch will fade. But if leadership is service, then your flame will inspire generations.
And before we close, we want to take a moment to thank our school, the Westminster School, for shaping us into who we are today. The lessons we learned here, inside and outside the classroom, are legacies we will carry with us for the rest of our lives. As we step aside, we leave you with this. Leadership is temporary, but its legacies are eternal. Carry the torch with pride, nurture new ideas, inspire those around you, and continue to make the school a better place that shines brighter every day.
Handing over this prestigious position is never easy, but knowing it will be carried forward by such capable leaders, we are confident that TWS is in the best of hands. Now that the torch has been passed, it's time to hear from the new bearers of this legacy. Please join us in welcoming the head boy and head girl of the academic year 2025-26, Kareem Al-Mubayed and Mary Naragas, to the stage.
A very good morning to our Executive Principal and CEO, Mr. Carl Roberts, our Head of School and Deputy CEO, Dr. Vijay Kumari Satyan, the esteemed senior leadership team, teachers, and student leaders. My name is Kareem Al-Mubayed, your head boy.
And my name is Mary Naragas, your head girl for this academic year 2025-2026. As your newly elected head students, we encourage fairness and appreciation for all, which is this month's leadership gemstone, Sapphire, leading with respect.
It is an honor and a privilege to represent the school in such a role. When we reflect on our time here, we are reminded of the many opportunities that have shaped us both intellectually and personally. It is with great appreciation that we now embrace this responsibility.
Being elected as your head students is more than just a title. It is a duty we take seriously. It means setting an example, advocating for positive change, and ensuring that every student feels heard and supported. It is with great appreciation that we now embrace this responsibility.
As head students, our vision is for the student leadership team to be role models who inspire excellence in every corner of school life. Excellence is not just about academics or victories. It is about respect, unity, kindness, and striving to improve every single day. Together, we will create more opportunities for students to shine, whether in sports, arts, academics, or leadership. Our aim is for every student to leave this school not only with achievements, but also with lasting memories of belonging to a community that pushed them to be their best.
To the students of the Westminster School, we encourage you to embrace the Be a Gem initiative that reflects our GEM standards. As student leaders, we set the tone for our GEMS family by showing that routines build rhythm and rhythm builds excellence. Arriving each morning ready to learn and moving through our school quickly and quietly may seem small, but these habits create a calm and focused environment for everyone. During lessons, being prepared and respectful shows that we value every moment of learning. And at the end of the day, we pause, reflect, and reset so we can sparkle again tomorrow. When we lead with consistency and kindness, we remind everyone that when you are a gem, you truly be a gem.
To my fellow members of the Student Council, our responsibility is to embody the Be a Gem initiative so that every student sees its power in action. We are the ones who set the rhythm for our GEMS family, showing through our unity and consistency that these values are more than words. By standing together with purpose and supporting one another, we create the culture that allows our peers to shine. When we lead with integrity and collaboration, we inspire the entire school to live with the GEM standard and to truly be a gem.
As we take on this role, our promise is simple. We will listen to you, we will stand with you, and we will work tirelessly to make this year one where every student feels seen, valued, and inspired.
Let us work together to make this year one to remember, filled with collaboration and remarkable achievements. With determination and compassion, we can leave behind a legacy that will inspire the generations who come after us. معاً نستطيع أن نجعل هذا العام الأفضل في تاريخ مدرستنا. Together, we can make this year the best in our school's history.
At ang panigtanin natin ay magsisimula ngayon, and our vision starts today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aish and Amna, for coming back to share your journey with us and for inspiring every future leader of TWS. And thank you, Kareem and Mary. As you begin your own chapter of leadership, may your journey be just as impactful and memorable.
We now invite Mariam Abubakar from 12B to deliver a speech in Arabic on the theme Be a Gem that lights the path for others with the radiant spirit of the UAE.
في عالم يموج بالتحديات والمتغيرات تبقى الروح الإيجابية والمبادرات النبيلة كالجواهر النادرة التي تضيء دروب الآخرين وتترك أثراً لا ينسى. ومن أروع النماذج التي جسدت هذه الروح هي روح الإمارات، تلك الروح التي ينبت على الإخلاص والعطاء والتفاؤل والعمل من أجل الخير العام. أن تكون جوهرة تنير درب الآخرين يعني أن تعيش بقلب كبير وأن تساهم في بناء مجتمعك بحب وصدق. فالجوهرة لا تلمع فقط لجمالها بل لقيمتها وتأثيرها. كذلك الإنسان الإماراتي الأصيل الذي تعلم من قادته أن يكون مصدر إلهام وقدوة في البذل والعطاء وركيزة من ركائز البناء الإنساني والحضاري. روح الإمارات المشرقة تتجلى في كل مبادرة إنسانية وكل ابتسامة صادقة وكل يد تمتد لتساعد. إنها دعوة مفتوحة لكل فرد أن يكون نوراً في حياة الآخرين، أن يصنع الفرق ويترك بصمة لا تنسى. وفي النهاية العالم بحاجة إلى جواهر حقيقية، إلى أشخاص يحملون روح الإمارات، حيث الأصالة تمتزج بالطموح والكرامة تعانق التواضع والعمل يتوج بالأمل. فكن أنت تلك الجوهرة التي تنير وتلهم وتبني مستقبلاً أجملاً.
Thank you, Mariam, for reminding us that true leadership shines brightest when it lights the way for others. And thank you for capturing the radiant spirit of the UAE, a spirit that continues to inspire us all.
We are truly honored to welcome our Executive Principal and CEO, Mr. Carl Roberts. We warmly invite you to share your wisdom and empower our newly elected student leaders as they step into their roles, ready to shine brightly and lead with purpose.
Good morning, everybody. What a hard act for me to follow. Those people that have gone before me did such a wonderful job. Can I start by saying congratulations to all of our student leaders, not just the ones that you've seen here on stage, but also those from across the school who have achieved leadership positions this year. Almost 500 of our students will receive their badges over the next few days, with around 100 in those top positions receiving badges today. And I think we should recognize and acknowledge the achievements of all of them. Can we give them all a round of applause, please? I'd like to also say well done to all of those that applied for positions but didn't quite get them, because it takes enormous courage to put yourself forward in front of your peers and take that risk in front of your peers of winning or losing. And I want to acknowledge the fact that everybody that's applied for leadership positions this year is really a courageous person and has shown leadership qualities themselves in actually doing those applications. I know many of those have now been recognised, and we will continue to make sure that leadership opportunities will be offered to the whole school more and more every single year. At the Westminster School Dubai, we believe in empowering students, and that's why we have so many leadership positions available for you to apply for. That's also why we allow you to vote for your head students, your head boy and head girl. We want you to be fully involved in the leadership and the running of this school. We want you to be able to be part of the decision making, because this is your school and you have a duty to your school and a responsibility for it. And that means taking an active part in the day-to-day running of the school and the day-to-day leadership of the school. That's why we want to give you, our student leaders, some real authority within this school. And with that authority, you also have some real power. Power to change, power to do good for the school, power to make this school a better place for all who attend it. But with that power and that authority comes an enormous responsibility and accountability. We expect you to wear your badge with pride. We expect you to work hard every single day to make this great institution a better place. You have accountability to your school. You also have accountability to every person within it, whether that's the teachers, the other staff, the admin staff, the support staff, or your fellow students. And we will hold you to account, student leaders. And we do have high expectations of you. And we expect you to meet those expectations. To all of the students watching this back in your classrooms, whether you're leaders or not, I want you to hold these student leaders to account. Particularly our head boy and our head girl, because you voted for them. They are acting on your behalf. And if they're not doing their job properly, I expect you to hold them to account, because they're here representing you and working for you. I promise all of you this, that I will hold your head boy and head girl and the rest of the student leadership team to account. I will be meeting with them monthly and receiving reports from them, and I will be making sure that they deliver on the promises that they gave you during the election process. I will also be receiving reports about every single one of our student leaders those in the room and those others receiving their badges at a later date. And I'll be looking at those reports very closely. And if we find that students are not fulfilling their responsibilities to the school and to the rest of the student body, then we will not hesitate in taking those badges off them and giving them to somebody more deserving. So we expect you throughout the year to be doing your duties and to be fulfilling your responsibilities, and we will be watching closely. So, students, leaders, I expect great things from you this year. You have seen the achievements of previous leadership teams. You have seen two of our ex-head students here on stage today. They, with the rest of the leadership body from last year, achieved some amazing things. And this year, in what is the 30th year of the Westminster School Dubai, I expect us to exceed even those great achievements from last year. So my expectations of you are high. I make no apologies for that. And I believe that this year you can achieve more than any other student leadership team has achieved before. As you embark upon this journey this year, I wish you all the very best, and I want you to know that I am right behind you. Good luck to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Carl. Your message will surely ignite a spark in our leaders, guiding them to shine with brilliance and drive positive change in the days ahead.
The time has come to proudly recognize our new student leaders. Each badge represents a responsibility, a value, and a promise to sparkle brightly in service to our school community.
We kindly invite our student leaders to step onto the stage as we announce each category.
The badges will be presented by our leadership team and then proudly pinned by the student leaders themselves, marking the start of their journey to lead with brilliance and purpose.
With joy and pride, we now introduce a role that shines with care, dedicated to the well-being of our students. Leadership glows brightest when it nurtures not only learning, but also physical, emotional, and mental wellness.
May I request all four heads of houses, primary, to kindly come on stage and do the honors.
Stepping forward are the newly elected heads of well-being primary, who will now receive their badges. Thank you, heads of houses, primary.
May I now request the four heads of houses, secondary girls, to join us on stage to do the honors. Please welcome the heads of well-being secondary girls to receive their badges. Thank you, heads of houses, secondary girls.
Next, may I invite the 4 heads of houses, secondary boys, to the stage to do the honors. Stepping forward are the heads of well-being, secondary boys, ready to shine in their new journey. Thank you, heads of houses, secondary boys.
And now we move to our well-being leaders from primary, secondary, and sixth form. May I invite Dr. Alice Chettiar, head of Key Stage 5, to kindly come on stage and do the honors. Leaders, please take your positions. Thank you, Dr. Alice.
We now move to the heads of Islamic primary, a role that reflects values and guidance. May I invite Ms. Biniaji, Academic Improvement Team Leader, to present the badges. Heads of Islamic primary, please take your positions. Please stay on stage, ma'am.
Next, we have the heads of Islamic secondary girls. May I request you to step onto the stage to receive your badges. Kindly stay on stage, ma'am.
For Following this, may I invite the heads of Islamic secondary boys to take their positions on stage and receive their badges. Ma'am, kindly remain on stage.
Finally, we invite the Islamic leaders whole school from both primary and sixth form. Please come forward to receive your badges. Thank you, Ms. Binney.
All set to lead with pride, we have the heads of Arabic Primary. May I invite Mr. Ahmed Adil Wahab, Assistant Principal of Arabic and Islamic, to kindly do the honors. Leaders, please take your position.
Sir, please remain on stage as we now welcome the heads of Arabic secondary girls. Kindly take your positions on the stage. Kindly stay on stage, sir.
Next up, the heads of Arabic secondary boys. Please come forward to receive your badges. Sir, please remain on stage.
Finally, we invite the Arabic leaders, whole school from both primary and sixth form, please step on stage to receive your badges. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. Stepping forward now are the heads of presidents and prefects primary. May I now invite Miss Nilofer Ali, head of pastoral primary, and Miss Naeem Unisa, deputy head of pastoral, to kindly present the badges. Thank you, Miss Nilofer and Miss Naeem.
Next, I request Ms. Marshnal Sinha Roy, Head of Pastoral Secondary Girls, to present the badges to our Head of Presidents and Prefects Secondary Girls. Leaders, please take your positions. Thank you, Ms. Marshnal.
Moving on, we present the heads of presidents and prefects, secondary boys. May I invite Mr. Sunu Philip, head of pastoral, secondary boys, to kindly do the honors. Leaders, please take your positions. Thank you, Mr. Sunu.
May I request Ms. Chanda Pant, Assistant Principal Primary, to present the badges to the head students of the four houses primary. Leaders, please step onto the stage. Kindly stay on stage, ma'am.
Next, we have the head students of the four houses, sixth form. Leaders, please take your positions. Thank you, Ms. Chanda.
To commence the next category, we invite Ms. Anjana Nair, head of Key Stage 5 Pastoral, to come on stage and do the honors. Please welcome our innovation leaders, primary, secondary girls, and sixth form, who will sparkle with creativity and new ideas. Ma'am, kindly remain on stage.
Next, we present the Cybersecurity Ambassador, primary, secondary girls, and sixth form. Leaders, please come forward to receive your badges. Thank you, Ms. Anjana.
We invite Miss Grace Aloka, Assistant Principal, Secondary and Sixth Form, to come on stage and hand over the badges for the next 4 categories. Let us welcome our inclusion leaders who ensure that every voice shines and every student feels valued. Ma'am, kindly do the honors. Please stay on stage, ma'am. Next, we present our Emirati coordinators dedicated to promoting the culture and values of the UAE. Leaders, please step forward to receive your badges. stay on stage, ma'am.
We now call upon our Emirati leaders who proudly uphold and represent the spirit of our community. Leaders, please take your positions. Ma'am, kindly remain on stage.
Stepping forward are our safeguarding leaders who ensure a safe and positive environment for all. Please take your positions to receive your badges.
You say yours, I'll tell you when.
Thank you, Miss Grace.
Next, I would like to invite our head of school and deputy CEO, Dr. Vijay Kumari Sathian, to present the badges. Please welcome our green leaders from primary, secondary, and sixth form, who will guide us toward a sustainable tomorrow. Ma'am, please stay on stage.
With pride, we now invite the sports captains and vice captains primary. Please step onto the stage. Remain on stage, ma'am.
Following that, we welcome the sports captains and vice captains, secondary and sixth form. Please take your positions. Thank you, Dr. Vijay.
We now request our Executive Principal and CEO, Mr. Carl Roberts, to present the badges for the next categories. Stepping forward are the heads of Advisory Council. Sir, kindly remain on stage.
Please welcome the head boy and head girl of primary together with the head girl of secondary girls. Please take your positions.
Sir, kindly remain on stage as we now invite our former head boy, Aish Abdul Latif, and head girl, Amna Abdul Sattar. Their leadership and dedication have left a lasting mark on TWS, and today they return to proudly pass on this legacy.
And now we come to the most prestigious roles of all, head boy and head girl. After a period of dedicated campaigning, this is your shining moment. We request Aish and Amna to hand over the badges as Mr. Carl Roberts officially presents them to this year's head students. Thank you, Mr. Carl, and thank you to our former head students.
Let's celebrate the brilliance of our newly elected student leaders of 2025-26 with a huge round of applause.
Heartfelt congratulations to every newly appointed leader. May you continue to shine brightly and inspire others.
And a sincere thank you to our esteemed dignitaries for joining us in presenting the badges.
The great moment has finally arrived when the student leaders, our shining gems, will take their oath of office from the head of school and Deputy CEO, Dr. Vijay Kumari Satyan. Only student leaders who have received their badges are requested to rise and take their oath, confirming their new roles with pride and commitment. Kindly take your oath-taking positions and let your response be, I do. Ma'am, please do the honor.
I solemnly pledge to serve as a student leader of the Westminster School with dedication, integrity, and respect. I recognize that my first responsibility is the safety and well-being of all students in my care. I promise to promote innovation, creativity, sustainability, unity, and empowerment. I will strive to create an environment where students unite, support one another, and feel a strong sense of belonging. I commit to lead by example, encouraging teamwork, and inspiring future leaders through my actions and words. Do you promise to carry out your duties to the best of your abilities? uphold the dignity of the Westminster School, and accept the honor and responsibility of this leadership role while striving to be a gem, sparkle brightly as leaders. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Vijay, for this wonderful experience and the students for taking the oath. We have every confidence that everyone would faithfully affirm, demonstrate, and carry out their vows in their endeavors.
Leadership is not just about guiding others. It's about lifting each other up and finding strength together. And what better way to celebrate than through music? Our choir will now perform You Raise Me Up by George Groban, a song that beautifully captures the spirit of support, resilience, and inspiration that true leaders embody. Please welcome our choir.
can be.
Thank you to our choir for their moving performance. You Raise Me Up reminds us that leadership is not a solo journey. It's about empowering others and rising higher together.
As we draw this inspiring ceremony to a close, it is only fitting to extend our heartfelt gratitude. Esteemed executive leadership team, senior leadership team, beloved teachers, and my dear friends, thank you for joining us today and being part of this remarkable journey. Your presence has made this event truly special. On behalf of the secondary school, I sincerely thank our executive principal and CEO, Mr. Carl Roberts, for taking time from his busy schedule to encourage us with his words. We are equally grateful to our head of school and deputy CEO, Dr. Vijayakumari Satyan, for her guidance and support throughout this celebration.
We have also been fortunate to have the rest of our leadership team with us today. Your encouragement and support continue to shape the leaders of tomorrow. Congratulations once again to all our student leaders. May you shine brightly and make a meaningful difference in our school community. Wishing you every success on this exciting journey ahead.
As Sheryl Sandberg once said, leadership is about making others better as a result of your presence and making sure that impact lasts in your absence. Our student leaders are the shining gems who will inspire, uplift, and leave a lasting impact on everyone around them.
A big round of applause to all our incredible student leaders of 2025-26.
I kindly request everyone to rise and join us in singing the school song.
Westminster School march onwards over the land and sea, seeking always to do what's right. Lead us on a font of life, flying high to reach the stars along life's galaxies, facing each day with confidence in our abilities. Though we come from different lands, we walk hand in hand, singing songs of hope, marching in the common band. May you all act wisely, shine wherever you go. Let the Almighty be your guide, He will help you reach your goal. Turn to Him for counsel along the road of life, and you will meet success in your daily strife. Though we come from different lands, we walk hand in hand, singing songs of hope, marching in the common band. May you all speak gently, let words display your might. Let your deeds bring glory, lead us on the kindly light, working to build a better world of peace and harmony, and live like brothers and sisters of one big family, of one big family.
Please be seated.
Our student leaders are all set to inspire, empower, and shine brightly as they lead TWS toward new achievements, carrying their house flags with pride.
As the credits begin, please join us in celebrating all the hands and hearts on stage and behind the scenes who made this event possible.
And now, as we conclude today's ceremony, I kindly request the SLT members to rise and proceed to exit the multiplex. Student leaders, please remain seated. Remember, you are the gems who will sparkle brightly and shape our school's future with courage, vision, and commitment.
Thank you for joining us. Let your brilliance light the way and inspire everyone around you.